Right. Hey there, here's another boat I'd like to show you, Chaparral 270 Signature. Now, there's a lot of 8.5 foot wide cabin cruisers on the marketplace, and mine's not the least expensive. You know, why is that, and why would you care? Well, I'm here to make you care because I'm here to tell you. I've spent a lot of time overnighting on boats, and if you don't get a boat with this many features, you're not going to be happy if you're going to use it as a cabin cruiser, which is what this is. All right, so let's go over some features. First of all, integrated ski eye. Easy to get on and off because the integrated handle. Note that the swim ladder is on the same side as the driver. That way when you drop the skier or drop the tube, you turn around, you always see the person in the water. Why people don't get that, the other builders, I don't know. Some do and some don't. Look in here. Big time storage. Now this thing has a heavy old engine hatch. How would you get it up if the battery somehow got dead on you? All you do is take a booster pack. You just hook it up to these here battery posts, and you can start the motor. And then after you start the motor, you can do anything. But you can run anything on the boat from those. Okay, here's a transom shower. Why do some people have a cold-only shower on a boat that's got a water heater? Could it be to save money? Come on up with me now. All right, here's your cockpit table. Here's your forward-facing seat. Remove your cockpit table. Lean back your seat, or if you want to, lay out. You may even want to sleep here because this canvas goes over top of that upholstery. You could spend the night out here if you wanted to. Chaparral's easy to rotate seat. Easy to rotate. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Unless you're me. Either way you want to do it. The way I like to have this boat, personally, I like the cockpit table up. I like this seat this far forward as it'll go. And then I like to stand behind the seat and just use it as a bolster and run the boat. This cockpit table, by the way, I'm not lying to you, everything on a Chaparral stores somewhere. This stores underneath this engine hatch. Carry on and off igloo cooler. Telephone handle. Very convenient. Grab handles everywhere you need them. If you have rough water, you can even have a grab handle right there if you're sitting in the back of the boat to grab a hold of. Now look at this dash. If you're standing here trying to drive this boat, compass is in line, GPS is online, easy to see. Everything's up top except for these three buttons and the trim tabs. And oh yeah, about the trim tabs, you want Lenco. Bennett used to be the best 20 years ago. Get Lencos now. They're a lot easier to use. Hey, is it a plexiglass bifold door? Or is it a fiberglass door with a step up? I don't know. You know, the people that use the plexiglass bifold door now are the same people that used to brag about having this kind of door years ago. Guess they spent more money on the boats years ago. Look at that. Here's a grab rail trying to get down into the cabin. How nice. Some people brag about having windows in their cruisers. Windows are great, unless of course they leak, and unless of course you can't sit in the cabin, because after all, it's a cabin cruiser. Now remember something, people can see through windows. And remember that plexiglass door, people can see through it at night if you got the lights on in the boat. This boat has privacy. If you want to close this, you can put a shade on it. You know, light's nice and there's plenty of light in this boat, but it's nice when you can make it go away too. Now look how much headroom I have here. I'm 6'2", and I got stubby legs. And I'm sitting all the way forward in this cabin, and I've got headroom. And you know what? I'm looking around, and there's some things that I'm seeing. Nice finished off mirror. Storage under every cushion. Finished off, not with some hole in the side of it, but finished off like a boat should be. Heavy duty upholstery and vinyls. Here's places to put everything. You know, the only thing I don't see speakers. Because Chaparral doesn't believe in just hanging speakers in a cabin and having them look like car speakers. They like to put them in cabinetry. Okay, this is a little attention to detail, and it costs money. May not mean anything to you, but I think it looks nice. Tell you something else I think looks nice is having a real household size TV in a boat instead of something that looks like it came off of a travel trailer. Speaking of stuff that doesn't look like came off a travel trailer, check out the size of that refrigerator. I mean, it's not huge, but look, it's got a little freezer compartment. You can put something in that refrigerator. I'm not lying to you. If you're looking at some of my competitors, they don't, refrigerator's terrible in them. You can't put anything in it. Microwave oven, stainless steel sink, another telephone type faucet is very practical. Very practical. Now look at your head compartment. Now watch. I want you to try and get in the head compartment on any of my competitors' 25, 26-foot boats, 27-foot boats, any 8.5-foot beam. Okay? Just try and get in and use the John. It was easy for me to get in because I have a grab rail right here, which there should be a grab rail in here in case the boat's underway and you're trying to use the John. You know, if you wanted to use the shower, it's got a place to hang it. It's very convenient. This bathroom has a vent fan. Many competitors don't have a vent fan. You know, that's kind of wrong. Okay, now I'd like to show you one more thing before I get in the boat. Remember, I said it's a cabin cruiser. It's a cabin cruiser. Okay, so when I say it's a cabin cruiser, what I mean is, let's see, can I sleep here? I mean, yeah, it's a little tight, but I could sleep here. Now, I'm not a person that sleeps on my back anyway. But I've got 6'2" right here. Okay, and with the filler cushion, I could roll over and I'd be all right. Okay, if you're on a boat and you're buying it to be a cabin cruiser, you better make sure that the berth is big enough to sleep in, especially in the 8.5-foot wide boats. Here's another case in point. Okay, Chaparral is a place to store everything. Here's where your filler table goes for the forward. That makes your bed. And it also is your dinette table. And your tubes are stored below one of these cushions. And then you come up in here. Well, and here's that filler cushion for up there to make it into a bed. And you might say, well, with that there, that must mean there's not enough room really in this berth. Now see, my feet are touching the wall and I'm stretched out. Okay, I'm over 6 feet tall. Look how much room I got. This is a 7-foot long berth by 4 feet wide. So there's a lot of butter in the cake. Good night.